Open your mind and journey through the cosmos of the universe. This is Bridging Realms with Dr. Gene Carlisle and False Freedom 691.
The goat sucker.
Yeah. Literally translated to suck goat.
That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about the legend of El Chupacabra.
Yes. Which
El
roughly
Chupacabra?
it roughly translates to the to suck goat.
The to suck goat. The goat suck. Whatever you want to call it. This legendary beast has been around Mexico, Central America, Hispanic America.
Yeah.
Many Latin nations. Puerto Rico. How do you say it? Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
When I was I used to think it was Port of Rico. Thought it was like the Port of Rico. Turns out it is Puerto Rico.
Like Rico's just a dude.
Yeah, like Rico founded a port, basically. Yeah. Like it's fucking Rico's port, dude. We're gonna party at Rico's port because you know Rico throws the best parties. But no, Rico was a guy I knew though. He had a van out in Southern California.
Yeah.
It was around the San Bernardino area, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, he used to drive us around in this van. We'd pick up chicks and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
He did go to jail and he had to register, but Rico was a cool dude. So yeah, I thought maybe Port of Rico, but
hey, some of the coolest dudes are registered.
You know, you don't want to judge a book by its cover or what registry it's on.
Yeah, so what's stamped on the driver's license.
Right? You know, mine says organ donor. And a bunch of people, you know, I'm probably going to get attacked online for that now, that I just put that out there because a bunch of people are going to tell me the government wants to harvest my organs and shit. And I'll tell you right now, if the CIA wanted my fucking organs, they can have them. They could take them right now. They have that power. You know they have that power.
Yeah,
They could take my kidneys, they can take my liver, you have my lungs. They're pretty much shot from the marijuana smoke, and I smoked cigarettes for like 2 or 3 years. So
would you accept robot organs in their place?
And that, you know, that's a big issue right there. That's a whole episode you're going to open up there, False. You want to talk like transhuman stuff? We're going to have to do a transhumanism episode because we're getting into some cyborg territory. And I'm not talking about Dick Cheney. Like, that's a whole nother fucking episode right there. Dick Cheney. Because he's probably the most machine of us, maybe.
Yeah.
But there's a transhumanist movement. If you're a listener and you're you're into the transhuman stuff, like, hit us up. We want to talk to you on the show. I think Greg Carlwood over there on Higher Side Chats has talked to some transhuman people, or maybe it's Tinfoil Hat. I don't know.
Yeah, one of the big ones did for sure.
I've heard some transhuman stuff, and I'd like to talk about it. But what we're talking about today is possibly a transhuman, it's possibly a trans species being, El Chupacabra.
Yeah, so let's dive right into it and just get into the lore a little bit. You know, so kind of the origin. The Chupacabra was first named in 1995 in Puerto Rico by Silvero Perez, who was actually a stand-up comic of all things, you know.
Okay.
So he was kind of...
So that's how the name got around pop culture?
Yeah, so
it was stuff?
It was kind of a epidemic in Puerto Rico in 95. So it was kind of small village to small village, just overrun by these dead farm animals. And they would have 2 punctures on their neck. So it was almost vampiric in nature. So
farm animals were just getting fucked up in 1995. They're just getting fucking destroyed. Just like vampire bites, sucking their blood.
Yeah. So while this instance led to the Chupacabra name getting coined, this wasn't the first instance of the creature's appearance, not even in Puerto Rico itself. Back in 1975, we have the case of the vampire of Mocha, where basically they thought a vampire was attacking the small village of Mocha and feasting on animals. But that's something we'll get into a little bit later in the show. You know, I got a little bit of a story for that.
All right, I'm in for some vampire shit from 1975.
Yeah, and as I did more and more research on the Chupacabra, I realized he's truly kind of an international superstar. I mean, I found stories from Saudi Arabia, Russia, the American Southwest, Israel, all over the place. The Chupacabra, India.
Oh, shit, dude.
All over. The Chupacabra is on every continent.
Fuck, dude, I did not realize that.
Yeah.
I thought it was just more of a, Mexico, Latin America sort of thing, and of course Puerto Rico, and I had heard that there were some supposed sightings in, the American Southwest, like Texas and shit.
Yeah.
But, I didn't know it was everywhere, dude. That's crazy. And, with the amount of global transport today, and we're getting fucking, like, you can find, like, exotic poisonous spiders in your Chiquita bananas, like, which, fuck bananas. Like, that's why I don't fuck with those, because you can get, poisonous spider in them. So yeah, I would think that, maybe a Chupacabra could stow away in some fucking Chiquita bananas.
Well, and it raises an interesting question, that clearly the Chupacabra is not climate specific like we would have thought.
Oh, shit.
So initially you're thinking, okay, Mexico, Puerto Rico, he likes to be in the sun, good times on the beach and shit.
Right,
like
yeah,
that.
you think of like a little Chupacabra just fucking sunning himself on a rock,
Yeah, but there's reports of him being in fucking New Jersey, of all places.
Oh, damn.
This really badass looking black one they thought might be one on a fence in New Jersey. Like killed a dog or some shit, and then there was
because I mean, in cryptid talk, there's also the Jersey Devil, we know. So could it be one and the same? Could they be about to fucking fight?
Oh, yeah.
Imagine that kind of kaiju battle shit. Jersey Devil and El Chupacabra battling it out, probably end up fucking like in a Mr. and Mrs. Smith sort of situation.
Yeah,
and then what kind of hybrid chimera are we getting there,
A hybrid interdimensional being of some sort, potentially.
Fuck, dude, like, all you need's, like, Sasquatch holding the camera, and, like,
yeah.
That's insane, man.
Yeah,
that's too out there.
Maybe a Puerto Rican Chupacabra on one side and a Mexican Chupacabra on the other side, just spit roasting a Jersey Devil.
Oh, fuck.
And Sasquatch has the camera and he's just fucking jacking off.
Dude, these are possibilities that I had not even considered.
Yeah.
I did not even think about, the different, it's like fucking, like African elephants and Asian elephants.
Yeah.
Like, these are the differences in these Chupacabras. I hadn't even considered this, that, we've got these different species. They could be slightly different in their makeup or in their looks or actions, so it's very interesting.
Yeah, and it's just another realm to bridge, really.
For sure, right? You gotta, like, I want to bridge these realms between the Chupacabras. Like, I want to get the Puerto Rican and the Mexican Chupacabras together. They could be long lost relatives, not being able to visit.
Yeah.
Could be some kids lost, like, how kids here, like, wander off and go off on, like, the wrong subway car or something like that. That can totally happen to a Chupacabra. And you've got basically like the Elian Gonzalez of Chupacabras going on.
Yeah.
Like, they could end up floating over here and be in America, running around Texas, getting on some dash cam or something, and it's just a little Chuppy looking for his mom.
Yeah, could be anywhere in the world.
Fuck, dude, this is some hot takes here. If any of you listeners are also considering these Chupacabras and have thought about things like this, hit us up. Like, we want to hear your theories about what these are, where they're traveling to.
Yeah. Have you seen a Chupacabra? Hit us up if you have any pics, if you've seen one, if you've hooked up with one.
Yeah, let's move into that. Like, I want to know what it looks like. Like, we're talking about what they could look like from, this Puerto Rican chupacabra, Mexican chupacabra, Asian, African. What do these things look like?
So it's pretty much distinctive. There's two different sorts of chupacabras. Now, the first one we'll talk about is pretty much exclusive to Mexico and the American Southwest.
Okay.
So it's a canid. It's very dog-like.
Okay.
It does have a scaled back, similar to a reptile, kind of heavy scaled back.
Word.
And any of the different specimens they've found, they don't seem to match any dog breeds.
All right, so
whatsoever.
Definitely not a dog. Like,
definitely not a dog.
They found some specimens, definitely not a fucking dog.
Yeah.
We'd be able to tell if it's a dog, like, without hair or something like that, right?
Yeah, you would think so. And then, so moving on to I went with the Puerto Rican because that's where it originated from.
Right,
but
right.
Pretty much the rest of the world sees this same chupacabra.
Okay.
So,
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is most people think that the Puerto Rican chupacabra, that's your quintessential chupacabra, right?
Yeah, it matches the one I saw on Scare Tactics, which makes me think that's pretty universally accepted to be the chupacabra.
Right. So this one's more like lizard-like, right? I'm thinking more like a reptilian thing.
Yeah, so it's reptilian in nature. It's got green scales. Also has a ridged back. 3 to 4 feet tall. It stands on its hind legs. Movement, it hops like a kangaroo.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know about that. I'm thinking it would move more like a lizard,
Yeah.
But since they say it's reptilian, but okay, it's hopping like a kangaroo.
Yeah.
So that's bringing up some weird things, some weird thoughts here. Is it like got frog legs? Like, what's going on here?
Well, the reptilian thing altogether makes me question. And this is not something theorized by other scientists, but it's something that I can't seem to shake. We all know of the reptilian overlords.
Right.
And the fight to control our souls.
Right, you've heard us talk about this on the show. The New World Order, the octopus of global control. We're talking about reptilians in the deep state, behind the scenes, running the show. Shadow government, they're definitely out there.
Oh yeah. So my line of thinking on these chupacabras are, what if these are the mentally handicapped reptilians? So maybe they're just kind of let loose to run and play, go make a mess, whatever. Nobody's gonna believe they even saw it anyway, so they just let them out once a day. They go suck on some goats, and then, boom, back in the pen.
Okay, I could see that, maybe. Like, maybe they're just, they're just roaming around, like, they got let loose on accident or something.
Yeah.
And they're, they gotta go get them later.
Gotta spring through dimensions to get them interdimensionally, or maybe even
I didn't think about that.
Maybe even a Hollow Earth scenario,
like they came from inside the Earth.
Maybe
the reptilians are living in there, and this is their, like, I have heard the theory of it being like a pet, like some sort of alien pet or something, and like this little reptilian thing just living out a secret life of pets kind of scenario, except it's fucking up goats.
Yeah.
And sucking shit out their buttholes,
Yeah, sucking on them goats.
Yeah, they really need to keep that under control.
Yeah, for real. Like, keep them, if you're going to cage them, keep them in the cage, keep them locked up. That's parenting in general. Just keep your kid under control, right? And not just let them, like, run around tearing shit up. Deep state reptilians. I mean, if you guys you listen to us enough, feel like you're listening in all the time.
So if you're listening, like, if these are your chupacabras, like, keep them under control. Like, people need goats, you know?
Yeah.
These are people's, like, livestock and shit. Probably, like, some pets.
Yeah, I haven't ran the numbers on it, but I bet the goat population has dropped a lot since 1975.
Most likely. I would definitely say that. I mean, I don't have the numbers in front of me either. We'll maybe try to link those in the show notes, find you some graphs or some kind of, goat mortality rates or some shit. But I think it's definitely affected some people. I mean, didn't you put together some stories, right?
I did research some stories, and I wanted to go ahead and share them on the podcast this week. Just four different sightings of the chupacabra. So first we got Mexico and the American Southwest. So bear with me a little bit here while I prepare this story.
You got something in your throat, dude?
Draw dot.
Do you need some water?
No. I got it. Drada.
That's doctor.
Doctor.
Are you having trouble reading it? You okay?
Okay,
you having an eye thing?
Look, I'm sorry. I'm a really good writer, but I never learned how to read.
Oh, no. For real?
Yeah.
For real? You never... Oh, shit, dude. I'm sorry.
I can write anything.
Fuck, dude.
And they tell me I'm great at it, but I can't read it to figure out if I am or not.
Well, I'll tell you right now, like, that you should not feel ashamed, my man. That's like a failing of the public school system.
Yeah.
And I am sorry for you that you graduated high school with, a high school diploma and you can't fucking read, but you can write. That's fucked up.
Valedictorian.
Holy shit, you got valedictorian?
I did.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No way, man. That's... Alright, the system's fucked, dude.
Yeah.
The system is fucked. That's why, talk to your, write your legislatures or whatever, because fucking, like, public schools, man. That's what I'm telling you. Homeschool your kids.
Yeah.
Keep them out of the system. Keep them from getting indoctrinated. Yeah, I'll help you out, dude. Thanks. Grab the copy.
I really appreciate it.
Grab the copy here. And I'm glad we're bringing these stories out. This is the kind of realms that we're wanting to bridge here. These are, real stories from, real experiences that people had with these entities.
Yeah, and really we can bridge the realm between all the people who had these experiences.
Right, yeah. We want these people to, hear each other's experiences, for you to hear these experiences, and maybe, if it links up to an experience you've had, you guys can connect together, and everybody can just fucking connect over these experiences they've had with the El Chupacabra. So hopefully, I want to connect with these people. I haven't even seen one of these things. I've never seen an El Chupacabra. I believe in them. I definitely think that there's something out there, and there definitely is a possibility of this, fucking vampiric, goat-sucking lizard shit, out there.
Yeah.
I definitely think it's a possibility, and so we're going to get into some of these stories. Seems here, did you say the first one was Mexico?
Yeah, it's actually the American Southwest.
Okay, American Southwest. This dude named Dr. Canyon. Dr. Canyon, he found one of the most famous specimens of Chupacabra right in her front yard. Oh, sorry, I said it was a he. Immediately, see, I saw doctor, and it's pretty sexist, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. So to any female listeners, if we have any out there listening to Bridging Realms, I apologize there for assuming that Dr. Canyon was a man. I obviously did not pre-read this.
I should have just changed it to nurse to make it easier.
Oh, well, I mean, that's up to you, False. Whatever you want to do there. So Dr. Canyon, she found one of the most famous specimens of Chupacabra right in her front yard after it was hit by a car. So she got fucking roadkill, dude.
Yeah.
DNA testing couldn't match it up with any breed of dog. It had blue eyes when most dogs have brown eyes and patchy skin and fur. Texas State University conducted DNA sequencing on the Chupacabra and initially ruled it to be a coyote, but recommended further testing. Dr. Canyon followed up with UC Davis, whose findings were that the mother was a coyote and the father a Mexican wolf. Several oddities remain, however, that couldn't be attributed to either species.
Yeah, and you guys need to look up this Dr. Canyon. She stuffed and mounted this motherfucker. She has got this motherfucker on a table behind her couch. I swear to God.
No shit, dude. Like
no shit.
She got this roadkill and had it fucking taxidermied.
She had the Chupacabra taxidermied.
Oh damn! We'll try to get a picture of that in the show length.
Yeah.
Of Dr. Canyon and her stuffed supposed Chupacabra body. That's crazy, man. But they did the testing, and it says that the mother was a coyote, and it basically said a coyote and a Mexican wolf fucked.
Yeah, that's what it says. But then there are several oddities, which include the gait of the animal had an odd gait. The eyes didn't match anything. The fur didn't really match. It was just kind of the blood matched those two types. So altogether, they couldn't say that the coyote fucked the Mexican wolf.
So they didn't have any footage here.
No.
They definitely didn't have any proof that coyotes were fucking Mexican wolves.
I think what they should have done, personally speaking as a researcher, they should have got about 10 Mexican wolves and about 10 coyotes and just, Spanish fly out there, feed those Mexican wolves Viagra, just whatever they have to do, and just make them fucking fuck until they can at least try to recreate what she found.
Right, that's the obvious, experiment that's going to have to go down.
Yeah.
They're going to have to, if some production is not going to sponsor this on fucking Discovery Channel or something like that, then we'll have to, find our own way. Maybe us here at Bridging Realms can get that. If you're a listener and you have a Mexican wolf or you have a coyote, let us know. Let us know if you're willing to breed those. We would love to get a Mexican wolf and a coyote in a room together and see if we can get them to fuck.
Guys, I'm going to take 2 steps right now. I'm going to recommend somebody start a GoFundMe to purchase a Mexican wolf and a coyote.
Right there, yes.
I would like 10 of each, and also a whitehouse.org petition.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because if you get a whitehouse.org petition, you probably could get 100 coyotes and 100 Mexican wolves.
Yeah.
Then you're more likely to create a Chupacabra.
Fuck yeah, dude. If anybody wants to get this going, let's get these petitions going. Let's get this shit out there, We want to do these experiments. We want to be as active and hands-on in this community as we can. So, I'd love to see if we can, crossbreed a Mexican wolf and a coyote and see if it comes out looking like this taxidermied creature that Dr. Canyon has.
Yeah.
If it and
guys,
we'll see.
The more of these animals you can get, the more of a chance we have of replicating the creature.
Right. So definitely, just as many Mexican wolves and coyotes.
We've all seen mutt puppies come out, and there'll be a litter of puppies, and there's 10 puppies, and not 2 of them look the same.
Right.
So we need 100 shots at this.
Definitely. definitely a bunch of shots. So yeah, if you want 100, yeah, False. I mean, False likes to shoot big.
Yeah.
So you know, some projects I'm along for the ride here, and you know, cryptids aren't my usual expertise. I'm usually into aliens and stuff like that. So I'm loving this. You know, this could possibly be an alien. You never know.
Yeah.
But the only way to know is to, you know, get these coyotes, get these Mexican wolves together and get them fucking. See if we can make babies and see if they look like a chupacabra or not. Really, just hopefully we can just debunk this thing.
Yeah.
And just throw this Mexican wolf and coyote thing out of there. That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Just get it out. All right, so let's move on to another eyewitness story. Okay, and this one gets into that the vampire thing you were talking about.
Yeah, the vampire of Mocha.
Yeah, this one takes place in Mocha, Puerto Rico, on February 25th, 1975, in Mocha, Puerto Rico. A report was published by a local newspaper detailing the death of a pig and several cows, goats, and geese. These animals were reported to have puncture wounds on their necks, leading many residents to believe a vampire was among them.
Yeah.
Damn.
Pretty spicy shit. That's 20 years before the Chupacabra was officially named, in basically the same area where the Chupacabra was named at, but just 20 years prior.
That's pretty crazy. It's kind of blowing my mind too that, you know, people were thinking there was a vampire around in 1975. Like, you say that now and people think you're crazy, you know, like that's a movie monster or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, they thought there was a vampire around. It turns out it was, you know, this thing that was sucking on goats. I'm thinking, you know, that's probably the same thing. It was probably just hiding, you know, in amongst the shadows for 25 years.
Yeah.
You know, just waiting to strike to suck again. Just suck on some goats. That's like fucking Bigfoot, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Bigfoot was around for so long before it's gotten all these different names, you know? That's why in all these different areas it's had all these different names. And definitely, 100%, there has been, you know, probably somebody go to some, like, wooded area, some rest area, and, you know, accidentally get sucked by a Bigfoot.
Yeah.
You know, and that probably was around long before anybody called him Sasquatch or Sucksquatch or any of that shit.
Did you just hypothesize a Bigfoot glory hole scenario?
I definitely, and you know, this may be something I read on Reddit, who knows, but I definitely think there's probably some out there. There's probably some Bigfoots who have, like, cut holes in trees or something, just putting their dicks through there.
Yeah.
To see if, like, some woodland creature or some, you know, hiker or something is probably just, like, you know, walking through there thinking about some penis and sees one sticking out of a hole in a tree and is like, man, I think I'll just go suck on that thing.
Yeah. Maybe they think it's a maple spout.
Could be, yeah. Could be a maple spout. We don't know what Bigfoot semen looks like.
We don't know what it tastes like.
That's true. We don't. Fans or listeners, if anybody's had an encounter with a Bigfoot penis or Bigfoot semen, if anybody's collected a sample and had it tested or anything like that, let us know. If you've tested it yourself, do you know what it tastes like? Let us know. We want to know what it looks like, what it tastes like, color, consistency. We got to get these Bigfoot semen samples. You know, while we're at it, since we're talking cryptids, and this is the fucking Chupacabra episode either, if anybody's out there that has jacked off a Chupacabra.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody, or like, you know, these things, I'm thinking they're little, like, kangaroo bouncy things, too. Like, these things probably fuck, and they're probably horny as shit. So they're probably humping trees.
Yeah.
They're probably humping the sides of houses. Fucking your dog. They're probably, like, you know, like humping your kid's playhouse or whatever in the back.
And maybe the neck bites are just rough sex, you know, maybe they're just real into it. They chomp down and they're
it could
just
be
a little tougher. It
could be like they didn't. This is like an animal attack.
Yeah.
So I guarantee you, these investigators are not looking at this as a possible rape.
Yeah. There is no way they have ran a rape kit on a single one of these goats.
So no, yeah, people need to check that. So hot take here from Bridging Realms. Check that when you're investigating out there. Any investigators, when you're investigating your fucking chupacabra thing, when you find that goat with vampire bites in its neck, its organs liquefied, all its blood sucked out, I don't know, maybe check for a fucking vaginal swab or something and check to see if this thing has been sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, this chupacabra is fucking.
Yeah.
It's definitely fucking these creatures. So I wouldn't doubt that there's some reports out there of that. We don't have any, unfortunately. So maybe it's a new episode that we're going to have to do in the future.
Yeah.
But we need to get these reports. So if you have any report of chupacabra sex, fucking, sucking, semen, or anything like that, or maybe just a report of what their genitalia looks like. I haven't even heard.
Oh, I would take anything like that. Yeah.
Any kind of report of what, because we know what we've seen Bigfoot dicks and titties.
Yeah.
You can Google that right now. You can see Bigfoot dicks and titties all over the internet. But chupacabras, I've never seen their dick. I've never seen a chupacabra dick.
No.
Or vagina or whatever. They may do eggs.
Yeah,
they may do eggs.
They may have both. They
the lady chupacabra may lay the eggs, and then the male chupacabra blasts onto it like a fish. We don't even know. So yeah, if you guys find anything, if you have any info on that, any theories, hit us up on Twitter at Bridging Realms, Instagram at Bridging Realms, email us. We'll open some mail pretty soon, as soon as it starts filling up a little bit more. So just send us those pics and those hot takes about chupacabras and Bigfoots and the like. Let's get to another story, I guess.
Yeah.
It seems like between October and December 2018, and this is recent.
Yeah.
This is a recent one. Okay. I didn't know they were still going this recent.
Oh, they're going strong, yeah.
Shit, yeah, dude. Okay, between October and December 2018, chupacabra attacks were reported en masse in Manipur, India. Is that how you say that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Manipur.
I think you nailed it.
If we have any listeners in India, let us know. If that's your hometown, maybe let us know how to pronounce your town. Manipur, India. Thousands of domestic animals and livestock were reportedly maimed and killed in similar fashion to other chupacabra attacks.
Yeah.
Wow.
Indian vacation, maybe?
Well, yeah, dude. Know. India fascinates me. It is so densely populated.
Yeah.
So densely populated. Lots of fucking people there. So, you don't think an animal would be able to hide. But, I mean, if they're seeing something that they don't know what it is over there, with how packed in they are in India, they know their shit. They know their surroundings. So I would definitely believe some sightings. And they're saying they've been reported in mass, and these livestock are dying. So something's going down.
Yeah,
something's going down. Plus, I love the food. I fucking love the food, dude. Yeah. We should definitely go.
Yeah,
that would be a kick-ass trip.
Guys, if you want to start a GoFundMe to get us to India to investigate chupacabra sightings, go ahead. Oh, again, a whitehouse.gov petition.
Yeah,
to
start that petition.
India. Yeah,
Start that petition. Subscribe to us. Give us a 5-star rating. Definitely subscribe on Patreon. That's the kind of money that's going to keep the lights on, keep the studio going. We definitely want to keep Studio 51 up and running. But we also want to be able to travel and do some road episodes. I'd love to go to India, investigate these chupacabra sightings, fucking get some kick-ass food. I love Indian food.
Yeah.
God. And that I mean, we could just do a tour of the area, because it looks like in September 2007, good segue into the next story, a Saudi Arabian man reported seeing 3 human figures fighting. As he approached, he realized they were not men at all, but green-skinned creatures. He shot one and apparently killed it, while the other 2 flew off.
Yeah.
That's all you got for that story. What the fuck happened there, dude? Like, he shot one, and the other 2 flew away. They have fucking wings.
I did not know they could fly until I heard that story.
What the fuck, man?
It was just a random Saudi Arabian dude on the street telling me the story, so I don't know what happened to the one that got killed or anything, you know?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, did he killed it? Did he mount it and like taxidermy it like Dr. Canyon?
Oh, you would imagine. Holy
shit. So the other 2 just flew away.
Flew away, yeah.
So now they're in Saudi Arabia as well.
He said the dude was scared shitless about the 2 flying away too, because, you know, I mean, first you think, okay, I'm coming up on 3 dudes just fucking around fighting in the middle of the desert, and he gets close, and they got green skin, and he gets scared, and he just shoots them. You know, I don't know why he's got a gun.
Yeah, where did he get the gun from? Like, why did he have a gun?
Yeah, why did he have a gun?
Holy
and then they
shit.
just take off flying, and it's wow. You know,
that's a crazy story. So yeah, I mean, if you want, again, like, if you guys would like to, you know, set up a GoFundMe, hit us up on Patreon, subscribe, so we can get to take these trips and do these kind of investigative stories. I would love to just do just travel to the Middle East.
Tour the Middle East, yeah.
Yeah, just travel to the Middle East right now and look for the goddamn chupacabra.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be fucking awesome?
That'd be pretty badass, yeah.
You know, folks, we're going to keep studying this. We're going to keep our ear to the ground. Let us know on social media if you have any chupacabra experiences. If you know anyone who does, what are your theories about El Chupacabra? Is it an alien? Is it a cryptid? Is it some sort of interdimensional being? Or a reptilian, maybe, from our overlords or from inside the hollow earth? Who even knows?
Yeah, and guys, again, there's so much Chupacabra to get into. I mean, as the doc mentioned, we didn't even really explore the alien side of things, you know, and there's so much more to that, and there's more material for us to revisit in future episodes for sure. So get out there and do your research and learn and bridge your realms for yourself too.
Oh yeah, definitely get out there, bridge those realms with each other on our social media. Like, we want fans of the show to meet up and talk and figure out cool ways that you can give to the Patreon and stuff like that. So just let us know. We're going to keep thinking about these trips. We're going to keep thinking about fucking investigating El Chupacabra in the Middle East, in Latin America, the American Southwest, wherever we can. We want to find this guy and hopefully get him on the show. I'd love to talk to him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. If we could get an exclusive Chupacabra interview.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to one of these things. And I mean, if it's like just a fucking animal, then, I mean, at least get it on our YouTube channel.
Bridging Realms is a part of the Bridging Realms Network in association with the Bridging Realms Project, with additional support provided by Realmies like you. Follow us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Bridging Realms Project.